So let the pinks and blues and the yellows go away.
Welcome back to the Now Morning Show, guys, where we're getting colorful and getting you ready for what is not your quiet art show. I am joined by two artists who express a love for color, and I'm thrilled to have them on set as our Artists of the Week. We are joined by Silva and Sterling Adams, along with the works of a few other artists who will get into the meat of the matter shortly. But let me say good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And thank you for having us.
Absolutely necessary, because we continue to collaborate with the Art Society and other institutions to make sure that we are seeing these beautiful pieces on set all week long. I'm jumping straight into the exhibit though, because what we will see is a lot of texture and, more than anything, abstract art coming to life with vivid color. Karen, to begin with you, you talk about, yes, your love for color, but also the textures and the use of color. So tell me a little bit about the exhibition and how you became a part of that fold, if you will.
Well, we are COVID artists, actually. We came into this haphazardly, and color has always been part of my life, and we were fortunate, I believe, to be introduced to art where we were not confined to the normal, not that anything is wrong, but the normal path. We were allowed to do what we wanted under guidance. And so we actually, Sterling and I particularly love texture, anything that we can use. And we also love to paint on any surface. So that's basically young in the field, but loving it.
I like that you mentioned using any material altogether. So the works that we have on display would be primarily acrylic and paint, but what other mediums would you like to dabble, or do you dabble in?
Anything, wood, glass, driftwood, anything we see, anything we can paint on, we paint. We are always on the lookout for materials, so we're not confined to canvas.
I quite like that. Still, it sounds like you'll have a good time when you come together to create
We
things.
do.
And so I imagine this exhibition is a collaboration of thought and feeling as well, yes?
Yes.
You particularly mentioned your use of emotions or evoking joy and whatever feeling may be expressed through your work. Tell me a little bit as to what you are feeling or exhibiting in this bit of work.
At the exhibition, for me, you will see a lot of different types of mediums. So as Karen was mentioning, we use a lot of different surfaces.
Right.
So there's going to be a fabric piece. So people are going to be, I'm sure, awed when they come in and see the painted fabric and the color, the vibrancy of it. So that is going to be different. And then there's also going to be pieces that we use different mediums. So all the artists say, okay, as you said, acrylic paint, but then there's modeling paste.
Right.
That's where we try to form the texture. And there's glass beads. There's so many different mediums. And so once we get into that world, we're like, oh my God, this is so much to play with. And then you get to learn how you're playing with it.
I like the expression, too much to play with, because you clearly are having fun while doing this. So much so that some of the work that we will feature for the rest of the week features other artists who aren't on set with us. I'm jumping straight to this piece in particular, as it is one that I wish was for sale, but it's not. And features the work of 5 artists. Now, one person working on a piece can do so for years. I know you refer to yourself as the unfinished artist for that reason. But in the case of 5, how on earth was that done?
Well, we actually, most times when we get together, we have like icebreakers, and we just decide to pass the canvas around, the paper, whatever. So this actually started as an exercise in that form. And it just evolved into an amazing piece. And when it was framed, I mean, everybody started, okay, I'm ready, I'm buying, but it's not for sale.
I understand that Sterling has a lot to do with that. So Sterling, tell me then a little bit more about the piece and the creation. I really like the pass the canvas kind of method, but in terms of actual mediums used, we're seeing acrylic paint. I'm seeing a lot of sheen on my end, from my end. Tell me what we're looking at.
So I think each person from the 5 of us had a piece, and if you look at the piece, you will see everybody in it. So you will see the dripping. That is Nicole.
I don't know if Nicole likes that description, but all right, we'll wear.
And then you see the color, of course, Karen. Karen is, we have to have color in there.
Of course.
And then there's Marcia, who has a little thing with flowers.
Okay.
So if you look in, you will see some delicate touches.
Okay.
And then there's Simone. Simone is what we call our artist.
Yes,
Because
just
she is
the proper
amazing
artist.
at what she does and does it so well. So, and then of course me, I'm crazy.
Wow, these descriptions. Sure, this is a friend group. Yeah, thanks. I quite like that you can actually identify for us the distinction of all of them, but it works well together, all together. I understand why there would have been a great debate as to who was acquiring it, but the resolution is also lovely, that you may have a bit of a rotation, if you will.
Yes.
So this
Yes.
piece will be touring.
It will be touring.
Touring everyone's home.
A lovely
Brightening up their
exchange.
space for the time that it's there. I think that is the best way to start off. Sometime in the future we may sell.
Who
But
knows?
for now, it's going to be a rotation.
Fingers crossed that it would be an auction. I'll be invited too. But I think going back to the exhibition itself, your description of using different materials and the enjoyment to do so, and the description of not being quiet, I think it will make a beautiful noise. From what you're describing, it sounds like something that many people would identify with, which is the beauty of abstract work.
Yes.
So if we can start with your piece, Stilling, that features some of my favorite colors, teal, blue, green, aquamarine kind of sentiments.
Yes.
Tell me what we're looking at with the very first piece that we have on set.
So the very first piece you're looking at is the barrier reef. I mean, that's my interpretation of it. It's always still abstract. When I went to Australia and you looked at the reef, I think because of the coral below the sea level, you get this blue. And then you see this green. And then there's a glistening sort of a gold, yellowy color on top of the surface. So that's what I had in mind. So that is what my interpretation of it is,
You
basically.
definitely took us with you, and I
Yeah.
quite enjoy that. Karen, Queen of Color, please describe to me what we have on set for you.
Well, I must say that my process is different, and I do not start off with a plan. Stilling plans and executes. I paint, play with my paint, and this evolved my broken heart. And actually, the heart that is attached to it was just from another iteration of mine. But this was done after COVID, and when I looked at it, I thought of, our hearts full, colorful, full of passion, and there's always hope, even in the broken world. You will see the light if you look. Now, I didn't see all of this until it was finished, but the light there, I think, is what we all need as we go forward. So that's my take on my piece.
Absolutely
Broken Heart.
agree. Of course, bringing that light to us, you guys are also sharing this space with Nicole Moore Davis, and her piece is Tan Lines and Turbulence. It is acrylic on stretch canvas, and again, it features some beautiful teals and some golds, almost to echo your barrier
Stilling.
reef
Yes.
in a lighter way, which will stay on set with us. But any details that you can share on Nicole's piece in terms of insight at all?
Sure. With Nicole is our pour queen. So pouring is where you take the paint and you put in specific colors.
Right.
So if Nicole piece it has a teal, there's a gold, there's a yellow, there's a green. You place it, and then after you
Sounds
then-
like mess,
Yes,
but beautifully
it
done.
But control.
But
Yes.
control.
Yeah.
But what it is that you don't know how it's going to end up. That's the mystery of it.
Much like life.
So true, so true.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, the collaboration with all five of you, because Marcia is also featured in this piece
Yes.
as well. We have on set with us for the rest of the week, so that we will be beautifully colored, and we will be seeing you guys from the 7th to the 11th. So in terms of exhibition, are we looking at tickets, booking, or anything of the sort to come see you guys?
No, it just comes straight to the Art Society in Federation Park on the 7th, which is the opening night. We are open from 6 to 8, and from the Wednesday to the Saturday from 12 to 6.
Fantastic.
And I hope to see you both.
You will
Please, you're
absolutely see
specially
me.
invited.
Perhaps not on opening night, but I'm definitely passing through with hopes that you change your mind about that collaboration piece being on sale. For now, you guys
Offers are
coming
offers
in. Boy. But now, those of you who can't be on set or haven't made it to or will not, make it to the exhibition grand opening night, you will have it all week long, as these pieces will remain on set with us for the entire week. And we say thank you very much to the Art Society for continuing to collaborate with us, as well as Stilin and Karen for joining us this morning and brightening our set. We've got more after these messages. Stick around, guys.